So this is going to be a little bit of a rant video, but this is also going to be just my opinion. So I want everybody to drop a comment down below before I even get into this commentary. Do you guys think the pump shotgun should be added back in? Do you think it should be nerfed if it's added back in? Or do you guys agree with me that the pump shotgun being removed was actually a good idea? Since Season 0, the pump shotgun has dominated Fortnite. If you didn't have a pump shotgun since Season 0, you didn't win the game. That's just basically how it went. At the time, though, in those early stages of the game, if you had a tactical shotgun, you were good too, but they nerfed the tactical shotguns. So now you have to have a pump shotgun in order to win the game, which is really unbalanced. It's really overpowered. The reason why Epic removed the pump shotgun from Fortnite, the reason why they removed the Siphon update from Fortnite, is all because of one reason. They're trying to balance the game out. Now, you can make the argument, because I completely agree with this argument, that they should have done this all after the World Cup. They shouldn't have added the drum gun and the grenades. They shouldn't have added the combat shotgun. They shouldn't have removed the pump shotgun to begin with until after World Cup. There's so many problems right now. And this is by far the worst professional tournament I think I've ever seen in my life. It's a joke. They're treating their pro players like trash. They're doing all of this during World Cup. In that one event, Tilted Towers wasn't even, if you went to Tilted Towers, you couldn't land, you couldn't drop. It was glitched. You had no chance. If you went to Retail Row, the same thing. So to have those problems in a pro tournament is terrible. But the reason why I think the removal of the pump shotgun is a good thing is because the game should not be revolving around one weapon the whole entire game. If you don't have a pump shotgun, you're not gonna win the game. I don't care what argument you make, because when it comes down to it, when you get into late game, you don't see gray tacs anymore. You barely see gray SMGs. That's on a rare occasion, but you never see green pumps or blue pumps. For those of you who have been playing a very long time, I've basically, since the purple and the gold shotgun have been added into the game, if I make it to late game, there are very rare occasions that I will have nothing less than a gold scar, a gold pump, and a gold SMG. Okay, there's just no way. There's no way that I will never have any of those weapons. So that's why the removal of the pump shotgun is for the better, because they're trying to balance the game. So all the information and all the opinions you've been being funneled by these pro players, which I agree with, but some of the other stuff that they say I don't agree with, and all these content creators and streamers saying that this is the worst thing that Epic has ever done. This is terrible. They're ruining their game. It's Paragon all over again. Throw this game in the trash. Where's the new one? Call of Duty's looking good too. I'm not trying to fanboy over Fortnite, because I will agree with you guys. When they removed the Siphon update, I thought for the time that was the worst thing that they could have done, because having the pump shotgun, having the guns they did have in the game at the time, it was very hard to not play aggressive. And the players who did play aggressive and came out successful were really good players. So when you added Siphon into the game, those players not needing an extra health per kill were just going off. They were just dropping 30 bombs with the health per kill, because it doesn't matter if they get shot. At the end of the day, they're always going to win those fights, which is why they removed the Siphon update, because they wanted to make sure it was balanced. And now I completely understand why Epic is doing this. Do I agree with it? Yes and no. I think that if Epic's going to have a weapon like the pump shotgun dominate from close range, there should be a Siphon added in, because you do deserve some health per kill back, because it's really overpowered. If they nerfed the pump shotgun and didn't actually completely remove it, I'd be fine with that, because it's kind of annoying, and this happens so much in video games, especially shooters. When you have one weapon or one aspect of a video game be so overpowered to the point where if you don't have it or you don't know how to do it, you're losing, that's unbalanced, man. That's so unbalanced, and it's not fun to play those games. So the reason why they took the pump shotgun out of the game is because they don't have the Siphon in the game. The reason why they added the combat shotgun in the game is because they knew they couldn't not have a shotgun, and because there's no Siphon, that makes it balanced. That makes it equal. Having a shotgun that doesn't do so much damage. Don't get me wrong, the combat shotgun does a lot of damage still, which it should. Shotguns should do that amount of damage, but it doesn't do as much damage as the pump shotgun. And the reason why is because they're just trying to balance it. So like I said, do I think that they should have added this feature in, or removed it, I should say, removed the pump shotgun and added in the drum gun and added in grenades before World Cup? I don't think that that's fair at all. I think that that's very disrespectful to your pro community, Epic. And if you guys really do care about your pro community, I think you add back in the pump shotgun. And you basically just take everything that you've added in and removed and just made it before all of this happened, because that's how the pro players have been practicing. I think that it's very unfair for them. It's kind of like basically saying to your fans, hey guys, we're giving all this money away, but you're going to have to do this, this, and that. We're going to change this midway through so that it's a little harder to win all this money, because we don't want to give this money away, but because we love you guys, quote unquote, we're gonna make all these changes right as the tournament's happening. Good luck, guys. Like, no, dude, that's so unfair. And I respect guys like Tfue, Liquid Poach, dude, Liquid Chat, man. All those guys are so good at the game, and just to see how much work they put in, I respect it so much. And to just have it altered like this is just so unfair, man. So that's why I don't even know, it's probably not possible to do that, but like definitely I think they deserve some type of compensation or some gameplay change added back in or removed, whatever they want in, because they're the ones who are putting in so much effort into just qualifying and getting as good as they are to make it into this World Cup, just to make all that money, man. And I respect it entirely. So like I said, dude, I think the removal of the pump shotgun is definitely a very good aspect to this game. Let's talk about the tactical shotgun. I think the tactical shotgun should definitely have a little more power than it does, because I do think that at some aspect of this game, there should be a good shotgun to have. There should be a good item to have, but not to the point where it's overpowered, okay? They buffed the bush. I think that's a very annoying meta, but I think that it's a very good meta. It's smart. If you wear a bush, you block the first shot, man. Those players are all good. The people who get the bushes, they put them right on. They don't even hesitate. That's a very, very, very good meta. It's a very good aspect of the game to have. Something like that. Is it annoying? Yes, it is, but it's smart. But you guys should definitely not be angry at the removal of the pump shotgun for a lot of reasons, and that being one of them. They're just trying to balance the game. That's what they're doing. They're not trying to destroy the game, as I saw one video talk about. Not going to call any YouTubers out because I'm not really about that life, but peace on here, right? But definitely, whatever you're being funneled, you should not accept that. You guys definitely need to have your own opinions on stuff. And having your own opinion about something is very important. Because if Tfue says, and we'll get to what he said about the removal of the Siphon in a second, but if Tfue says, hey guys, jump off that bridge, are you going to do it because Tfue, jumps off bridges? Probably not. You guys probably wouldn't do that. I hope not, at least. If there's water there, maybe. If there's not, you need some help. But Tfue once said that the removal of the Siphon update was the best thing for the game. Because this is a battle royale, man. This is not Call of Duty. This isn't Halo. This is a battle royale. If you're good enough not to get shot, you're going to win. Now, I tell everybody on my channel, I give a lot of tips and tricks. I love helping out people who play this game. That definitely covering yourself is important. Because if you're just going to take fights head on, you're probably going to die. You see me take fights head on sometimes, but that's if I have better loot and I know the other player is weak. I don't ever try to take fights head on, because I know if I don't have health, I'm not going to make that health back. So you got to keep yourself covered. It's kind of almost just like dodging bullets in a way. The better you dodge those bullets, the better player you are, the more likely you're going to come out on top. So I think the removal of the Siphon update, the removal of the pump, is basically Epic trying to balance the game out. So I think if you guys really do still want the pump shotgun added back into the game, I want you guys to answer this question for me right now. Do you think it should be nerfed? Because I think if that they are going to add it back into the game, it should definitely be nerfed way more than it is now. And the reason I think that is because, like I said, the whole entire video, if you have that gun, you're going to win the whole entire game. And that's not really fair for people who don't have that. And the reason why I say it's not fair is because if this is going to be a competitive game, having a certain weapon shouldn't determine whether or not you're able to actually win the game. It's a battle royale, man. It is RNG based. It is luck based to some extent, but it shouldn't be to that point. I just think that this is the best way for them to balance this game out, especially with the removal of the Siphon update. I think that it's probably the best thing for the game in the long run. Like I said before, I don't think that they should have done any of this while World Cup is going on. This should have been done in like season 10 or wherever the World Cup ended is when they should have done all of this stuff, because it's just terrible, man. It's just horrible to see all these pro players making all this decision, all this time being added into this game just so that Epic can remove the freaking pump shotgun for them, or add in the freaking drum gun or the grenades, you know what I mean? Like, it's not fair to them. It's just not fair, man. But I hope you guys definitely enjoyed this commentary. If you did, drop a like. Tell me about it. I want to hear about it. I want to see, do you guys like me making these controversial videos? And if so, I also want to hear whether or not you guys think the pump shotgun should be added back into the game, or you think it should be removed after watching this video. Use code YTRebus in the item shop, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.